This part was left off the end of the last video due to time considerations. But for anyone interested in the minutiae of yard switching, it's offered here. We pull into the yard after a long day's work, where the turntable serves as one end of the only runaround siding. Another trick from the John Armstrong book. It saves about one engine length of space over putting another turn out there. The caboose slides onto the track that has its name on it, where it gets restocked for the next run. The whole train won't fit on the siding, so it'll get broken up into two pieces or two runaround movements, so that the cars can get backed onto those other outbound tracks. In the days of steam power, this yard might have been a division point, where those iron horses of old prepared for their journeys, with new life poured into their bunkers and boilers from coal and water towers. They stood like sentinels at the outer walls of an era, futilely guarding against the inevitable onslaught of time during the slow siege of a 20-year transition to diesel power in the 1940s and 50s. But those towers are only a memory now, as faded as my own memory of models of such towers that I sold before the big move, knowing then that my own days of modeling steam were also over, at least for the present. But I digress. We passed by this layout's original caboose that's now up on blocks in the weeds, being used as a storage shed. The keen observer might notice its cupola is in the middle of the roof, while on the new blue caboose it's at one of the ends. After I made this video, I looked up why they made them like that. thinking they had to run with that cupola at the back like I'd always seen them on model railroads, and I wondered why they created all the extra work by needing to turn them. I learned that it had to do with the interior floor plan arrangement, and that they were run facing either way, so they didn't need to be turned around. But I'm doing it anyway. Oh well, I still think it looks better facing that way. And it's some more fun to have doing it. But in my incessant chase of reality, I suppose I won't be doing it again. In the next video, we'll see how that factor plays to advantage. You can only put 2 cars in each one of these 3-yard ladder tracks and still clear the switches. When laying the track, it was sobering to see how much usable length is lost with each additional turnout added. It all seemed more optimistic on paper. But I opted for more shorter tracks over fewer longer ones for more versatility in sorting cars. And having more tracks conveys the general feeling of a larger yard than just a couple of storage tracks would. And whether it's 2 cars or 20 cars, the operations are basically the same. With the short ore hoppers, the number of cars that fit increases a little. The train is set for the next run. It blocks some of the yard switches for now, but will soon depart and clear them again. As the day wanes into evening, the locomotive gets turned around and parked on its service track for routine maintenance. I skipped a run to the fueling track where the caboose now sits. But that fueling platform didn't exist in those early days demonstrated in this video. We end now, as it was in the beginning, awaiting the dawn of another day.